Happy Friday, wherever you're at. Hope you're looking forward to a great weekend. Thought I'd jump on and talk a little bit about the power of a morning sit. And what I want to do is just further elaborate on my Monday post. I put a post out to my subscribers, and I also added a weekly tip to it. So this is, I think, the fourth one on there, and I'm further elaborating on the weekly tip that was on my Monday post on the power of a silent sit, or of a morning sit, actually. Well, any sit is powerful, but I think a morning sit is really, really powerful. And my practice is centering prayer, and you can try centering prayer or any type of morning routine, morning contemplative practice where you slow yourself down. So that's really the first thing I do before I begin any day. My practice is centering prayer. I really can't imagine a start to my day without this centering prayer sit. I do it every day, and it's the first thing I do before I begin that day. And I think of it as when I center, I'm walking into God's house. I'm walking into God's living room and sitting in a chair specially made for me. I'm leaving all of my baggage at the door and dropping it off and sitting in this special seat and sitting with God. And it's here where really I'm loved, I'm healed by God. It's my special time with God. No words need to be said. During this time, it's really just two friends together that need each other, and I need God and God's love and healing, and God needs really my actions in the world outside of my centering prayer sits, is the way I think of it. So I'll just encourage you to find a practice, a meditative practice of some sorts, and if it's centering prayer, that would be great. If not, that's okay too. Start your day with this meditative, contemplative practice, and maybe even try it for 30 days and see what happens. So if the idea of this is new to you, try some type of contemplative practice before you begin your day. Try it for 5 minutes, commit to doing it for 30 days, and see what happens. And if it begins resonating with you, increase the time to 10 minutes and 15 minutes and maybe even 20 minutes. And then if you begin to have a daily routine where you're doing this practice for 10, 15, 20 minutes, add a second sit. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself for those that don't even have, any type of practice. So that's all. I just wanted to pop on and talk about the idea, or introducing the idea of taking a morning sit with God, centering prayer if it works for you. And if you come to my website, silenceteaches.com, I have a free ebook on my site that shares really how you do centering prayer. And try a practice like this and see what happens, and see if it resonates with you and it's something you want to continue to do on a daily basis at all. I have found it to be very powerful. I think of it as I'm sitting with God and letting God pray in me what I need for that day, and then I'm getting up from my sit and taking action on this day. And then and for me, I'm actually taking a second sit later in the day, usually in the early afternoon as well. But I encourage you to try the idea of a contemplative practice first thing in the morning. Commit to trying it for 30 days and see what happens and how you feel and if it resonates with you. Let me know how it goes if you try it. That's it. Much love to all of you. Take care and have a great weekend.